Okay, before we start the instructional video on how to sharpen and smooth your scissor blades on Razor Renew, we just want to make one important point. That is, your scissor blades need to already be sharp before you use Razor Renew. That is because Razor Renew is meant to maintain the sharpness and smoothness of your scissor blades. Now, if you keep up with your scissor blades every time or every other time you use it, you're going to greatly decrease the amount of times you need it to sharpen up your scissor blades on the stone, which therefore will increase the life of your scissors. Now, if you're paying somebody to sharpen your scissors on the stone, then you're going to save a lot of money. This is an instructional video for how to use Razor Renew to sharpen and smooth your scissors. Well, how do you know which Razor Renew to use? Well, if your cutting surface area of your scissors are 3 inches or less, with scissors like this, Razor Renew short is fine. As you can see, you can go from the base to the tip easily. However, if you have scissors that have a cutting surface that are greater than 3 inches like these, we recommend Razor Renew long. So as you can see, you can go from the base to the tip easily with any size of scissors. You'll notice that both Razor Renews are hanging. This is a very important concept. You must hang your Razor Renew to get the optimal sharpness and smoothness out of your scissors. So there's a trigger snap and there's an 8-inch piece of Velcro. Between these two, you should have no problem finding a place to hang your Razor Renew. So while you're hanging your Razor Renew, it's important that you hold it by the handle. So holding it by the handle and having it hanging gives you optimal flexibility so that when you're sharpening your blade, you're able to push it down far enough into the leather to get the maximum sharpness and smoothness from your blade. And so the handle, besides getting the optimal flexibility, it also is for safety reasons because it keeps the sharp blade of the scissors away from your hand so you don't cut your skin. And as you'll notice when we're doing the demo, we always go opposite way you cut with the scissors. So the flat part of the scissors that you cut with, it would cut you, you always want to take that opposite way, like that, so you don't cut your Razor Renew, because if you went the other way, it would cut into the leather. Okay, so you'll notice that this is premium cow leather, and so you want to keep this clean and dry. It's very important to keep it clean and dry, because if you get this wet and try to sharpen your scissors, it'll greatly reduce the effectiveness of getting it sharp and smooth. And so your instrument, your scissors, need to be clean and dry also, because if you have any kind of particles on here, on the blade, where there's a particle, you're taking a chance that part of the blade is not going to get sharpened and smoothed. Before we get in the actual demonstration of how to use Razor Renew short and Razor Renew long to sharpen and smooth your scissors, we just want to make one important point. In the demonstration, you'll notice with these scissors that we draw the blade up and across a certain amount of times on the sharpening and honing, or the sueded side. And on the polishing side, we draw the blade up and across a certain amount of times. Now keep in mind that this is specific to these scissors. Now your scissors might be thinner, thicker, longer, or shorter, and it might require a different amount of strokes on the sharpening and honing side and the polishing side. The main rule of thumb to remember is whatever amount of times you do on the sharpening and honing side, you need to do twice as much on the polishing and smoothing side, and you'll be okay. Okay, this is the beveled edge that we'll be referring to as we demo and sharpen and smooth the scissors. This is the edge that needs to be down on the leather. Now this is the flat cutting edge. This is the edge that will be facing up towards you when you're sharpening the scissors. Okay, now we're going to demonstrate how to use Razor Renew long to sharpen and smooth your scissors. So we'll start out and sharpen the first blade, and you put it at the bottom of the strop with the beveled side down, and you hold it at the same angle as the beveled edge. You press firmly from the base to the tip and draw the blade up and across. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now that blade is sharpened and honed. Now we want to sharpen and hone the next blade. So you put it at the bottom of the strop, the beveled edge down, and the same angle as the beveled edge. Press firmly, draw the blade up and across from the base to the tip. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now your scissors are sharpened and honed. Now the blades are really sharp, but we still have the burr on the end. So we want to go to the smooth leather side. So we want to polish and smooth. So now we start out with one blade and we put it at the bottom, beveled side down, and keep it at the same angle as the beveled edge. You want to press firmly from the base of the tip and draw it up and across. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now that blade is polished and smooth, and so we want to do the other blade. So we put it at the bottom, we press firmly with the beveled edge down, and you want to keep the same angle as the beveled edge, and you want to go from the base of the tip and draw the blade up and across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now your scissors are very smooth and very sharp.